Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome SA Detroit Section 2022 Chair, Mark Zakos.
All right, welcome to Detroit. Welcome to WCX. It's 3 years, right? Right, I remember seeing you guys out there 3 years ago, all of you. Yeah, welcome back. We're back. Well, we're here tonight. This is the star of the show, the Ford Maverick vehicle event, and good evening. On behalf of all of the staff members and the volunteers of the SAE Detroit section, we're so excited that you're here and able to join us. Mark Zakos, of course, is my name. I'm the founder of a company, small business, DG Technologies, and I have the honor this year to serve as the SAE Detroit section chair. So it's a lot of fun, and I get to do fun things like this and see fun people and learn things and connect with people here. That's what it's all about. So this is a big week for Detroit, and I hope you had made some connections and got to participate in some of the events going on over there, upstairs, all over the place here. There's technical presentations, lots of really interesting things to learn. There's exhibits out on the floor, talking to people out there, learning about what they have been working on for the last few years, getting that face-to-face vibe. I mean, it's giving everybody that high five and hugs and everything. It's so fun to get together. So SAE offers those great opportunities to connect and to advance your learning and understanding of mobility technology. That's what we're all about at SAE. These engineers that come here, they come not just from Detroit, but they come from all over the country, all over the world, really. So I saw some friends I haven't seen in 3 years from Germany, from Sweden. I'm sure you guys have got to connect, that personal connection. You can't do that through LinkedIn or Zoom, right? So it's all about connections, and the organization of the event couldn't have been done without the team, the hardworking team at SAE International helped put on everything you see here. Their team worked hard, so my congratulations and thank you for that great organization, SAE team. Well, I'd also like, of course, to thank Ford Motor Company, and that's the big deal of tonight. They're hosting, running this event. Jim and Pam and Samir, thanks for sharing. They're back there someplace, getting ready, so they'll be coming up after I'm done and telling you the real story about the Maverick here. And we're looking really forward to that. I'd also like to thank, special thanks to my daughter Annie over there, who came in from, so she's a computer engineering junior, University of Michigan, so she skipped a lecture this afternoon to come and see her dad and put her order in for one of these guys. So it's not your father's SUV. There's a story to that before. So thanks for that. So our social hour, hope you guys socialized, is sponsor here, Martinre, and they, it's great, free drinks, free refreshment. We really so happy they stepped up and helped us out with that. So let's give them a little applause too. Now, did you get a chance to grab your glass of wine or your soda and walk around those exhibits back there? I hope you did, because those are part of the partners that came together with the team here to create this wonderful product. And their technologies, the things that they're showing off there, they really deserve your attention and interest, some pretty innovative technology. So the companies shown here, Autoliv, B&O, Hanan, and the IAC group, and Westfalen and Linglong tires. They make PWO, Rheinmetall, and Superior Industries. So just part of the fantastic team. Thank you, and let's give them a little applause for exhibiting. Now, there's other companies here I'd like to also thank. There's folks that actually purchased tables, right? So you can't take them home. You know, you got to leave the table. But if you purchased and reserved a table tonight, this is the collection of fine companies, and we really thank you for joining us tonight, and hope you enjoy the great presentations here. And being involved with SAE is a huge benefit. You get to meet really interesting, smart people, learn from them. You get to get involved with professional as well as social details. So the engineers I've met, many of them like to, look at their shoe tops, but there's lots of engineers, when you talk to them and engage in social activities, you really learn a lot. It's great type of organization. SAE is the organization to connect with people, to connect with your peers and connect with people in the industry. The SAE Detroit section, which I represent here, is that type of organization. We're local to Detroit. We've got about 6,000 to 7,000 members. I hope you all want to join. If not, I've got applications at my table over there. So we enjoy your support, and we look forward to joining our activities in the SAE Detroit section. Another important way that you can get involved is with those activities there that I mentioned. But another way that you can get involved is through SAE Foundation. The SAE Foundation is the charitable arm of SAE International. You see their website there. They are those people that are on the forefront that help channel our resources into STEM education. So SAE is all about STEM education and bringing up young ladies, young men, people into the mobility industry, whether you're an engineer or a creative talent, whatever your interest is. SAE is in the foundation work that they do, cultivate that. So I hope that you could take an opportunity to check out their website and offer your support to their award-winning STEM education program. And then I think the last slide here, finally, is to help that along even further. Our section, Detroit SAE section, has a fantastic scholarship opportunity. You read that right, $20,000 for your children, grandchildren. I'm a little too old to qualify, but if you know people, there's the address there that you can connect with us. Applications are due soon, and if you have any questions about the applications, reach out to me, reach out to our SAE Detroit team, and you can even go to YouTube. I've interviewed a young lady who was a past winner of that scholarship, and she tells you how to do it. So, there's some secret hints there, no problem. So thank you for that, and don't forget to get your application in. So I think we're ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen, and you're going to really enjoy this program. We got some pretty good music to go along with it. Without any further ado, coming up next is the Ford team led by Vice President of Enterprise Product Line Management, Jim Baumbick. He's going to be telling you all about the great stuff. So thanks very much for joining us, and let's learn and connect together.
Afternoon, everybody, or evening, I should say. Mark, thank you for the introduction, and a big thank you to Renee Bover and the entire SAE Detroit section for putting on this evening. I also want to thank Rob and the Martin Rea team for putting on the nice mixer just prior. A great way to start off the evening. We have a ton of information to share today, and I'm going to be really short because I want the real stars of the show to come up. I first want to acknowledge Team Maverick. I know Team Maverick is out in the audience today. This product would never have happened if it wasn't for a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on the part of an incredible team. So go Team Maverick. Pam Wiley is our C2 director of the vehicle line. She's going to take you through the target customer and talk a little bit about our approach on the program. And then Samir Raval is going to come up. He's our chief program engineer. He's going to give you all the real gory detail on the program. But before I hand it over to Pam, I want to kind of set the stage and give you a little bit of a context. So I want to bring us back before Maverick was out in the ether, before it really kind of came to life. Almost 2.5 years ago, I had this opportunity. It was a wonderful honor to speak at the Greenbrier event. And when I got the opportunity, everybody was excited, let's go talk about Maverick. A little bit of a challenge. We didn't want to tell everybody about Maverick at that time. 2.5 years ago seems like a short period of time, but as I was reflecting on this event, it seems like almost dog years. Everything before COVID feels like 10, 15 years ago, doesn't it? So what I'll do is maybe just refresh your memory as a good setup, because I think it really gives you the context of the program. In 2018, much to the surprise of many in the automotive industry, we made a strategic decision. Based on changing customer expectations and preferences, we were going to exit the sedan business. It was a big choice. By fall of 2019, we were already ramping down production. There were many skeptics that thought we had lost our way. In fact, there's articles that say that. Now, what the naysayers didn't know, what they could know, to be fair, is that we had a plan. We were intentionally trying to disrupt ourselves. We wanted to approach this very different. We wanted to show up in a way that only Ford Motor Company could. We wanted to lean and play towards our strengths, trucks, crossovers, and utilities. And we know trucks. So we leveraged our understanding of those product lines and those customers to do something different. At the center of our focus was really satisfying customers, an insatiable appetite to learn about these customers, identify what's really going to change their perception, reinvent what an affordable vehicle could be. We encouraged the teams to look for pain points that may not be otherwise obvious. We employed different techniques. Human-centered design was adopted as a way to find more innovative solutions. How about maybe a 42-mile-per-gallon pickup that has the interior space of a Fusion plus the utility of a bed with a hybrid? Very different point of view. We recognized that in order for us to be successful in the long term, we had to create products that people would absolutely love and they can't live without. So when I got this opportunity to speak at Greenbrier, I thought, boy, this is great. We have so much excitement about this internally. We really want to talk about the details of the program. What am I going to talk about? And so the focal point was really around what and how are we approaching the product differently. So I focused on the way we work. Now, I did this in a way using these types of illustrations, and it was a very different approach, and Pam's going to share with some of that information with you and show you the real live way in which we brought this to life. The story, back in fall of 2019 was really a glimpse of the transformation that's happening at Ford Motor Company. And today we get to fill in some of the blanks. We really need to bring the Maverick to life. So I want to turn it over and get off stage and turn it over to Pam and Samir to really bring the Maverick to you in all its glory. Pam?
Thanks, Jim. Really excited to be here this evening to talk about the Maverick and the team's accomplishments that brought this white space product to life. When the journey began with Maverick, Ford was in the process of adopting human-centered processes and experimenting with new ways of working, really striving to get the organization to new levels of efficiency. We knew that we wanted to demonstrate that our teams could compete with the speed of startups while still leveraging over a century of experience. We tackled our biggest challenges with new approaches. we leveraged design thinking centered around 3 of the most powerful words: how might we? This framework helped us shift our mindset, changing our conversation about why we can't do really cool things to how might we do really cool things. It was a subtle yet very powerful change in our language and in our approach. The team's call to action was a clear rally cry: hardware at the speed of software. This was something the team could get really excited about. And then we started setting goals. But the team didn't set simple goals. The team really stretched themselves to set wildly audacious goals. The Maverick team's wildly audacious goals were threefold. First, to create a product so exciting that it dominates its segment. Second, to reduce overall time to market for this all-new major product by 24 months. And finally, to deliver all of our profitability targets and do it while maintaining entry-level pricing. We were confident that on a whole, these 3 goals were sufficiently audacious. So how did it come to life? Let's dive into the team's journey. Let's start with the goal of dominating a new segment. We knew from our design thinking approach that we needed to start with deep customer knowledge. The team targeted a group of customers who were not being served with the products already available on the market prior to the introduction of the Maverick. The team identified the new adventurer as our target customer for Maverick. The new adventurer is young, curious, and authentic, and is interested in efficiency and value to go along with capability. This is a new audience, a growth audience. They're younger, more diverse, and more connected than any other truck buyer we had spoken to before. They live where you may not expect. They do more with less. They go to unexpected places, from planning a backpacking trip with friends to planning a food tour around their city. And they're creative, makers and doers, and willing to take on their challenges. They're passionate, optimistic, and willing to challenge the constraints that stand in their way. What we came to realize is that Mavericks defy expectations. They seek a vehicle with versatility, so fitting their family, their friends, and all their stuff. A vehicle that's efficient, stylish, and has all the latest cool technology, but still delivered at an affordable price point. What we learned was that to defy our traditional expectations, we needed to change the way we worked, how we operated, how we led our teams, how we approached our leadership, and how it felt to be part of the Maverick team. And the light came on. What if we brought the right people together early? What if we borrowed inspiration from the software industry and adopted agile methodologies? And what if we not only used design thinking, but became students of design thinking? What might that look like? And we started to get excited. We could do something that had never been done before at Ford. Looking back from our original concept and comparing it to the actual team, we did just that. One of the most time-consuming elements of the product development process is communication and alignment. And with the 24-month reduction in development time as our goal, there certainly was no time to waste. Our team members at that point were decentralized. So we had body engineering in one building, manufacturing in another, purchasing in a different city, platform engineering in a different country. Pretty obvious. We said, let's move everyone together. Granted, this isn't a breakthrough revelation, but by bringing everyone together in one giant room and by leaving our functional titles at the door, we instead became part of the Maverick team. When we did this and achieved momentum and became students of design thinking, some really exciting things started happening in our room. One of the tenets of design thinking is low-fidelity prototyping, literally cardboard and scissors. And that is what the team started to do in these organic, ad hoc huddles that happened in our room. We'd have manufacturing engineer calling over a vehicle engineering engineer, grabbing someone from the studio and someone from marketing, all in the room, all knowing each other's names. And when you see the product and understand some of the features we're most excited about, this is where they came from. This is what made the product what it is today. Another significant change was the way our team interacted with senior leadership. We wanted to engage our executive team much earlier along the journey, so we invited them into the team's workspace, asked them to roll up the sleeves, and help us solve our most challenging problems. And we called this meeting the Shirt Sleeves meeting, shifting it to being everyone's job to help make progress. In our Shirt Sleeves meetings, we tackled the toughest problems and made those difficult decisions. And once we reached agreement, we prevented ourselves from revisiting the decisions. We closed the doors. We were determined to streamline the process at every turn. We also leveraged our C2 flexible architecture as an opportunity. Think reusable and scalable blocks to enable us to deliver cost and investment efficiencies. By underpinning the vehicle with this already designed architecture, the team could instead focus its engineering efforts on the exciting elements of the product, delivering those experiences that were most important for our customers. So what were the results? Did we deliver our wildly audacious goals? Let's take a look. Goal number 1, create a product so exciting that it dominates its segment. It's been an amazing start to 2022, with Maverick winning North America Truck of the Year, Kelley Blue Book, Best New Model and Best Compact Pickup, Detroit Free Press Truck of the Year, Detroit News Vehicle of the Year, Green Car Journal's Green Truck of the Year, and many more accolades. Just months after public availability, we closed our 22 model year retail ordering. Our customers are thrilled with the product, and it shows with Mavericks flying off dealer lots 6 days after arriving. We always liked our chances of meeting this goal and are extremely proud of the results. Goal number 2, reduce overall development time by 2 years. We didn't fully get there, but we did reduce delivery by 20 months, a significant reduction from our typical process. And had we not set such a wildly audacious goal, we likely would not have delivered such aggressive reduction in our timing. And goal number 3, deliver all profitability targets while maintaining entry-level pricing. Well, I can say that we have met our profit targets and delivered affordable pricing to our customers. So in summary, our key ingredients, deep customer knowledge and design thinking, agile methods, and a flexible vehicle architecture resulted in a truly winning product. So with that introduction to our customer and to how we worked, I'd like to now turn it over to Samir, Maverick Chief Engineer, who will take you through the product details. Thank you.
All right, that intro doesn't get any better than that. So thanks, Pam, and good evening, everyone. So before I get into all the product details that I know everyone's probably anxious to hear about when it comes to the star of the show in Maverick, I'd just like to mention really how much of an honor it is really for me to be up here representing this broader team that was really behind the success of the Ford Maverick. As you heard from Pam, the Maverick team blazed a new trail in how we worked, which resulted in a product being designed, engineered, and launched in 20 less months than our traditional timing. And as you all know, working in this industry here tonight, this isn't an easy feat by any means. It takes a close cooperation of skilled teams across Ford, and just as importantly, within the supply base. And it's great to see so many of you here tonight, and I hope you are just as proud as I am in bringing this fantastic product to the market. So as the team set out to design and engineer the Maverick, the vision was clear that it would have to embody many of the same characteristics that you see today in our successful truck lineup, which means delivering on that build Ford tough promise and standing up to the test of time with long-term durability and reliability. At the same time, Maverick had to deliver on those unique customer needs that Pam touched on earlier, which included affordability, versatility, flexibility, and being easy to maneuver, knowing many of our customers work and play in urban environments. So how big is Maverick? Well, as illustrated here, Maverick is the most compact of our trucks, coming in at just under 11 inches shorter than Ranger and 32 inches shorter than F-150. This shorter overall length, in conjunction with our 40-foot turning circle, results in unsurpassed maneuverability. This overall size is certainly a critical element in being able to easily navigate and park in congested urban environments, but this was also a real critical element in delivering a driving experience that was easy to adapt to, knowing many of our customers were going to be first-time truck owners. So to that point, we had planned to conquest car and CUV owners with this particular entry-level product, and we're seeing just that, with 57% of our customers coming from those segments. The Maverick Foundation is based off our C2 unibody flexible architecture, which is one of 5 flexible architectures we utilize today. C2 is a foundation for 12 current and future ICE and hybrid nameplates that stretch across both Ford and Lincoln products across the globe. While many of the core technologies are shared, the flexibility within the architecture provides the program teams the versatility needed to deliver on the experiences that are tailored to each one of these unique products. The global aspect of the architecture provides Ford and our supplier partners with significant scale to achieve that lower cost and enables that sub-$20,000 entry-level price point that was critical in delivering on that overarching goal of affordability for Maverick customers. Now, in Maverick's case, there was a significant amount of reuse from our existing C2 family of products. The majority of the front structure is shared with Bronco Sport, which is the sister C2 product that's produced in Hermosillo, Mexico, alongside Maverick. The cowl top and front fender reinforcements are new to enable unique top hat styling, with much of the differentiation coming rear of the B-pillar, as you would expect, given the unibody truck bed construction. The C2 architecture provided the teams the flexibility to deliver the proportions for Maverick, enabled improvements in interior package, and allowed for targeted upgrades to meet higher demands that come with our more stringent truck requirements. A few examples that I'll touch on through the night include increasing the wheelbase to deliver the must-have 4.5-foot bed, increasing the front track width to deliver that strong truck-like appearance, allowing us to repackage the fuel tank to provide more interior storage, and enabling the deployment of 2 unique rear suspension modules, one for front-wheel drive and one for all-wheel drive. The key to executing that unique rear suspension module was to do it in a way that maximized commonality between the two. So to that point, the engineering teams developed a set of designs that maintained a common rear underbody structure, but used modular attachment points to accommodate the differences. The front-wheel drive rear suspension consists of an independent twist beam with twin-tube dampers and an integrated stay bar to optimize roll stiffness. If you look closely at the image on the left, you'll see that our engineers utilized a curved profile for the twist beam to enable common platform elements or components for front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations. The curved torsion profile was fine-tuned using parameter optimization techniques that required just over 5,000 iterations to strike a perfect balance between all the competing attributes. The all-wheel drive rear suspension consists of an independent multi-link trailing arm with twin-tube dampers, coil springs, stay bar, and a steel subframe that we've scaled up from our other C2 product designs. The higher loads that come with our truck requirements drove the need for upgraded cast knuckle with a bolted tie blade, a modified spring link, and a hub with upgraded wheel studs. Now, under the hood, Maverick offers 2 really capable powertrains. The star of the show, undoubtedly, is the hybrid, which makes Maverick the first pickup in America to offer a full hybrid as standard equipment. The 2.5-liter Atkinson HEV delivers 191 horsepower when coupled with our in-house manufactured and engineered electric traction motor, and provides 155 foot-pounds of torque when mated to the ECVT. As we all see fuel prices rising recently, Maverick helps keep more money in our hybrid customers' pockets by delivering outstanding 42 miles per gallon city, 37 miles per gallon combined, and over 500 miles of range on a single tank of gas. Now, if customers want more capability, Maverick offers an available 250 horsepower 2-liter EcoBoost with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The 2-liter enables customers to also step into our FX4 package that adds monotube dampers, skid plates, hill descent control, and 17-inch all-terrain tires to really tackle that off-road terrain. Both powertrains offer 5 selectable drive modes. The standard modes include normal, eco, sport, slippery, and towing or hauling. When equipped with FX4, eco and slippery are replaced with mud, rut, and sand. All right, so you might be asking, Samir, okay, why are you stressing so much on these drive modes? Why was this really so important for Maverick? Well, we've got a lot of new truck customers that come to Maverick, and they're coming from the car segment. And in the early research, we heard from these car customers that they wanted to explore new places and they wanted to experience new terrains that just hasn't been possible with their current products. Maverick helps these customers do just that with these selectable drive modes, to not only help enhance performance, but instill confidence in various driving conditions, which will be new to so many. Now, when it comes to trucks, capability is synonymous with payload and towing. And this holds up for Maverick customers, whether it's for tough days of work or an adventurous weekend pursuit. The HEV and 2-liter both provide 1,500 pounds of payload, which is the equivalent of 37 40-pound bags of mulch. Now, personally at home, having hauled many yards of mulch over the years, I can assure you this is going to make for a pretty satisfying day of work for any of our DIY customers. In terms of towing, both powertrains offer a standard 2,000-pound trailer tow package that enables towing, say, a small watercraft or a set of quads to your camping spot. The 2-liter EcoBoost has an available 4,000-pound max trailer tow package that includes upgrades to the hitch, cooling system, final drive ratio, and brake system to enable towing, say, a larger 23-foot boat or camper. Now at Ford, we know how to torture test our trucks to ensure they meet the customer expectations for that long-term durability and reliability. The global C2 platform that Maverick is built on has undergone 19 million customer equivalent miles of durability testing in our labs, proving grounds, and some of the harshest real-world conditions that North America has to offer. The maturity of the C2 platform and the high percentage of part reuse was a significant benefit through the program's development. In the case of our last round of durability testing, the increased vehicle uptime resulted in testing completion 3 months ahead of our standard timing and with 50% less issues compared to similar programs. Trust me, this is going to be a truck that stands up to the test of time. Now, to have a hit on your hands, you not only need to have the right platform and the powertrains to deliver on the key attributes, but you also need to have a product that resonates, forming an emotional bond in that initial moment of the engagement cycle, as customers are starting to consider a vehicle purchase. From top to bottom, you can see how the design progressed, from early concepts to the final product. What you'll notice is there was a natural progression and no major departures from the initial vision. This was instrumental in helping keeping the team focused on execution and was one of the key enablers in significantly reducing our time to market. Now, when you first see a Maverick, you can see right away that it is unmistakably a Ford truck. This starts with a strong stance that was enabled by a wider front track, along with the powerful front-end characteristics that are all of our trucks share today. The front-end graphic feels really wide with the use of our traditional Built for Tough C-clamp graphic that not only locks in the grille, but also includes the bisecting grille bar that proudly holds the Ford oval. The rear view utilizes that same C-clamp graphic, tying in the surfacing on the tailgate, including the stamped-in Maverick nameplate. The side view is very clean, with an emphasis at the fenders to again emphasize stance. And if you look closely at the front door, you'll see a subtle depression at the beltline paying tribute to the drop-down glass that is present on our larger F-Series trucks. What you won't see is the gusset at the C-pillar that we're so accustomed to seeing on many unibody pickups. So how did the team pull this off? Well, the joint at the C-pillar is one that sees significant loading through durability. So our engineers had to develop an architecture that not only delivered on the aesthetic challenge posed to them, but ensure the design allows for those loads to transfer to the lower C-pillar and the lower rail in a way that met all of the attribute targets. The initial concept extended the upper box rail directly into the C-pillar, but was found to be very inefficient when taking into account the countermeasures required to adequately seal the joint, and resulted in much more variability during the manufacturing of the body structure. The solution was a Ford patented glove joint as depicted here in the graphic. The gusset still remains to help manage the loads, but falls below the box rail to achieve the perfect balance of aesthetics, manufacturability, durability, and sealing. The other noteworthy challenge associated with the design of the pickup box pertained to the joining of the box side inners, the rear floor, and the unibody rail, with the solution resulting in another patent for our Ford engineers. In a typical body-on-frame truck, the box is subassembled and then bolted to the frame. This approach allows for a more conventional downstanding flange to weld the box side inner to the rear floor assembly, as shown in the section on the left. In Maverick's case, a downstanding flange just wasn't in the cards, given the part stack up between the box side inner, rear floor, and the unibody rail. This drove the need for a unique horizontal flange that utilizes 3 degrees of draft to support cross-car loading. One of the added benefits of this unique weld flange orientation is that we're able to achieve a tight seal against a floor pan, addressing the see-through conditions and perceived water or dust intrusion that's typical on body-on-frame architectures. Now, even more importantly, welding these 3 components together at one joint, coupled with the deep unibody rail, provided us with the increased vertical bending stiffness needed to deliver our stringent pickup box performance requirements. Now, although Maverick has a unique pickup box construction from the rest of our truck lineup, I can assure you it's just as tough. To be built Ford tough, Maverick's pickup box was designed to the same requirements as the rest of our trucks, which might come as a surprise to you. The hail bale loading test, as an example, is scaled to Maverick's 1,500-pound max payload, but the next 3 tests shown are common across Ford's trucks lineup. Maverick was designed to pass the drum drop test, which required dropping a 450-pound drum from varying heights onto the bed and the tailgate. Maverick also had to pass the Harley test, which simulates a 500-pound point load on the tailgate for those times that you're utilizing a ramp to, say, load a motorcycle or a snowmobile. And all 10 available tie-downs that Maverick offers meets the same pull loads as our larger trucks. Okay, so sticking with the pickup box, I'd like to take you on a bit of a journey now on how the team utilized the tenets of design thinking that Pam hit on earlier in our approach to creating the innovative flex bed. The team started with a central question. In our case, the question focused on how might we design the 4.5-foot bed to meet the customer needs and enable their lifestyles. To help answer that question, the team was off to collect those deep customer insights to understand how target customers were utilizing their pickup boxes and where they were experiencing pain points that we could address in the flex bed design. You can see in the bottom left that these customers were designing and fabricating solutions that help them be more productive at work or help support their active lifestyles, of which included mountain biking, fishing, and camping, to name a few. As we spoke to and observed these customers, we noticed some were taking upon themselves to drill through sheet metal to secure, say, a bike rack, or in other cases, splicing into electrical architecture to power various accessories. As an OEM, these are not solutions we would endorse, but with these insights, the team set out to develop a pickup box design that would enable those same solutions in a safer way that we could endorse in the end. Then it was off to creating low-fidelity prototypes, using poster board and foam in the early stages to help visualize the concepts and to generate more ideas. As Pam mentioned earlier, it was not uncommon to see cross-functional teams huddled around one of these properties as the team continued to improve the design. In the upper right is a great example of one of these moments that was captured in this particular time frame. In this case, it happens to be a cross-functional team of women at Ford, which was not by accident. The Maverick customer is diverse, and we are seeing more interest amongst Hispanics, African Americans, and females. In fact, Maverick is targeting a 30% adoption rate amongst females compared to approximately 16% that we see on F-150 today. So it was important to have as many diverse views infused into the early development of the program as possible. Now, one example of how the prototypes were used can be found in the DIY bike solution at the bottom left. The team utilized the prototype to position the 2x6 in a location where the bike would fit within the 4.5-foot box bed, but also leave adequate space to store and secure the bike. The team utilized agile workshops, both internal and external, to test various design concepts and continue to adjust positions of the flex bed features until they were in ideal locations. Continue to iterate based on those learnings led to higher fidelity prototypes and then to a comprehensive design that the team would then go off to execute. We also learned through this same research that there's interest really for two types of solutions. For those that are up for a challenge, they have the option of fabricating a DIY solution with provisions that we've built into the box at a fraction of the cost. In the case of our DIY bike rack, the materials to fabricate this feature can be purchased at your local hardware store for less than $50. This helps keep more of our customers' hard-earned money in their pockets, which they can then put towards a weekend excursion like a mountain biking trip with their friends. Now, we know not all of our customers are comfortable with DIY projects or may just prefer a traditional aftermarket solution. For those customers, we've partnered with Yakima to offer a Ford accessory, which we're certainly happy to sell as well. Now, when you think of FlexBed, it really comes down to three key elements. It all starts with the content that's integrated into the bed. Starting with 10 tie downs, 6 that are standard, and 4 that are optional as part of a cargo management system. To power up accessories, a 110-volt, 400-watt AC power outlet is available and conveniently located just forward of the D-pillar in the bedside. Our customers will also find a bedside storage cubby on XLT and Lariat that they can use to stow ratchet straps, a drawbar for towing, or even a small compressor. And finally, a multi-position tailgate that comes standard. This feature allows for a customer to unlatch the cable used to hold the tailgate in the typical 90-degree open position, and then relatch the cable onto the tailgate latch pin to hold the tailgate in an intermediate position. In this position, the tailgate is just about level with the wheel arches in the bed, which allows you to flatly load up to 18 sheets of 4x8 plywood. Once loaded, we offer 2 tie downs on either side of the gate to secure your cargo, which happen to also serve as bottle openers. Now, the added benefit of this multi-position tailgate is that it offers built-in bed extender functionality. This maximizes the incremental length of the tailgate without needing a dedicated accessory. The second element of FlexBed focuses on enabling DIY. The bed design includes a number of strategically placed depressions that, for example, enable the installation of that cargo management tie-down system, or vertical depressions that can be utilized to divide the bed fore-aft with 2x6s, and similar depressions to horizontally positioned 2x4s to enable two-tier loading. FlexBed also includes 3 built-in threaded nuts on each side of the bed to bolt in a host of available accessories. So again, no more drilling into the bed. So here's the cool part. Inside the pickup box, our customers can scan a QR code with their phone that we've shown here as well. This will seamlessly take them to a Ford website showcasing a number of DIY projects that have been enabled by the FlexBed design. Once there, we walk them through the materials they need to purchase, what tools are required, and then step-by-step instructions on how to safely complete the project. Now, I've touched on the DIY bike rack as one of those examples tonight, but other projects include a more economical DIY cargo management system, and even LED bed lighting that is made possible by 2 12-volt pre-wired power sources that are on a dedicated 20-amp fuse. This DIY enabler comes standard, so having this functionality built into the truck ensures our customers don't have to splice into the electrical architecture like we saw in those early days of research. The third and last element of FlexBed revolves around the accessories that the bed has been designed to accommodate. The examples here are just a snapshot into a larger catalog of accessories that are available for our customers, with certainly more on the way. Similar to the approach that we've taken on other Ford products, our customers have the opportunity to order some of these accessories directly from the factory, and the balance available through their local dealer channels. Now, our Maverick customers, as Pam mentioned, are adventurers, so they're going to find solutions for taking their bikes, kayaks, surfboards, and a host of other leisure activities with them as they hit the road to unwind on a particular weekend. Maverick also offers a wide array of accessories to help keep cargo safe and secure, with a variety of bed liners, tonneau covers, lockable bins, and even a full bed cap. All right, so switching gears here a little bit, I'm going to talk about the interior, which I'm just as excited about. The success Ford has had in the truck segment with 45 years of F-Series leadership comes from really knowing our customers well. And I can tell you, the interior design team certainly took this to heart. They were obsessed with the Maverick customer, utilizing research in those early stages of the program to influence the design by truly understanding who these customers are and what they wanted in life. As you look at the initial concepts on the right, you'll notice that all utilize a horizontal design language that stretches your eyes across the horizon, resulting in a clean, modern, and calming interior space. Not only does this make for an aesthetically pleasing design, but it also provides the perception of more space, which is really important when every millimeter counts when you're designing a compact pickup truck. The team also pursued a lower first-row center console that harkens back to the days when it was common to see a bench seat in our pickups. Again, this design execution not only provides that perception of more roominess in the cabin, but in this case also yielded a physical improvement in our first row accommodation. We like to describe the interior as having a big personality that's simple but not basic, and with plenty of opportunities for our customers to optimize and customize the space to their preferences. So let's take a closer look. Our Maverick customer is more youthful, open-minded, and enthusiastic, and this interior is a perfect match. Maverick is available in 3 different interior environments with our XLT and Lariat shown here tonight. The color and materials are fresh, modern, and expressive. And I think our design team's choice to use the blue navy pier within the interior was a bold choice and a great example of stretching outside the typical color palette for this more youthful customer. You'll also notice that the use of Scout Orange accents throughout the XLT interior. Now, these accents have been placed strategically with purpose in areas of the interior that are high-touch user experience zones, such as the wireless charging mat, the air register vent tabs, and the door handles. If you had a chance to sit in one of our Mavericks tonight, you likely picked up on the fact there is a generous use of plastic, which is not something that we've shied away from. Our Maverick customers are have a deep-rooted desire to be as authentic as possible. So it was important for our teams to be just as authentic in the material selection. This particular material is durable, it's easy to maintain, it's easy to keep clean, and in many cases, this is going to be the first new vehicle for these particular customers. So they're counting on the interior to be just as tough as the rest of the vehicle. Now, looking more closely at the IP and door trim surfaces, and you'll see that the design team has introduced some stone face textures, which also have a speckled finish on our XLT and Lariat offerings. The speckled finish does a fantastic job bringing visual interest to the interior, but is also a first for Ford, and I believe a first in the automotive industry as well. The speckle is actually virgin carbon fiber that is introduced in small quantities with the base TPO raw material. In order to ensure a uniform distribution, the carbon fiber packets are expanded prior to compounding the raw materials, but also required certain enablers within the tooling and the part design to deliver the end result that you see today. The tools were designed utilizing larger sequential gating with slower fill speeds to help mitigate flow lines, while the part design required some concessions in terms of wall stock thickness, as well as minimizing the complexity of the geometry. The speckle plastic helped us provide the visual differentiation we were striving for on XLT and Lariat, but also provided a tooling efficiency since it could be run in the same tool as the entry-level parts that don't utilize this particular material. One final benefit that's in this particular material is the fact that it has a higher plastomer content, which not only provides a softer touch, but does an exceptional job in meeting our really stringent scratch and mar requirements, which brings me back full circle when it comes to the durability of the interior and the materials that we chose for Maverick. Another area of strength for Maverick is how versatile and flexible the interior space is for our customers. Maverick is packed with interior storage solutions that are designed for specific objects that we use every day, but at the same time offers enough flexibility to store anything from tablets to various size water bottles in the door trim as an example. So speaking of door trims, Maverick has the ability to vertically store a 1-liter water bottle, as shown here on the slide. But the story of how this came to fruition for Maverick isn't really business as usual. Following one of these early research events, the team noticed many of our customers were bringing these larger sized water bottles and saw there wasn't always a convenient location to store them within the vehicle. So the team took this insight and put it into action by removing a portion of the armrest that left a cantilever door handle, which then freed up the needed space and the needed real estate, to vertically store that water bottle. This same cantilever door handle can be found in the rear door trim and serves a dual purpose. Not only does it accommodate a larger water bottle, but it happens to be in a perfect position to be able to slot in that bike tire so that you can securely stow your bike inside the vehicle. Another feature that comes standard with Maverick is the second row underseat storage. The storage bins are lined for easy cleaning and are large enough to be able to store a range of personal belongings from sporting goods to tools. The large storage bin in the passenger cabin was enabled by that same C2 flexible architecture I hit on earlier, which allowed us to efficiently move that fuel tank more rearward underneath the bed. Similar to the versatility FlexBed offers in exterior, we've developed a platform to do just the same on the interior that we call FITS, which stands for the Ford Integrated Tether System. The FITS slot is essentially a simple receiver that can accept a host of accessories that can either be 3D printed with a corresponding mating feature or can be secured with even basic fasteners from your local hardware store. There are 8 fit slots throughout the vehicle, 1 at the back of the center console, and 7 more in that underseat storage. We've even taken it a step further for our customers by releasing the CAD data and providing high-level dimensions for the surrounding vehicle environment. Making this data available offers our creative Maverick customers an opportunity to design and 3D print their solutions with more precision as they look to improve how they utilize their interior over time. A great example of the creativity that our FITS platform supports can be found in the bright orange accessory at the top right that's been developed by one of our customers. This solution not only holds a cell phone at the rear of the center console, but they've incorporated a wireless charger along with a cord wrap that delivers a really clean and functional design. Another one of our customers has developed a dog bowl accessory to help keep their pets hydrated on the way home from an afternoon trip to the park. We've even seen 3D printed accessories that utilize the FITS receiver design in conjunction with the cargo management system to develop solutions within the flex bed. Now, in any given week, we have approximately 7,000 posts within dedicated Maverick social media sites, spanning from websites like Maverick Truck Club to Facebook to even Twitter. Social media platforms like these have enabled our customers to easily share their ideas, and it's been really fun for us here at Ford seeing all that creativity that's been spurred by FITS. Now, for those customers that aren't as creative or just don't have the means right now to 3D print, Ford offers an initial set of 3D printed FITS accessories that includes an extra set of cup holders, a multi-purpose storage bin, a double hook to hang grocery bags or purses, a phone cord wrap, and individual dividers for that underseat storage. Okay, so as engineers here in the room, you can appreciate how difficult it is to design something simple at times. It's always human nature to just add more. But if successful, you can deliver a fantastic product that strikes the perfect balance of low cost and high value. And that was the exact mindset the team took when mapping out the right mix of desirable technologies that we wanted to offer in Maverick. Maverick comes with a standard embedded modem, which our customers can use to locate their vehicle, unlock and unlock, and remote start anywhere they have a cell signal through our Ford Pass app. We also know that our customers overwhelmingly use their phones for navigation. So Maverick comes equipped with a standard 8-inch screen that provides seamless integration with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Not only does this help keep costs low at the entry level, but it provides customers the experience they're accustomed to on their mobile devices today. For those that prefer the built-in solution, we also offer Sync on the Lariat offering. For peace of mind, certain Copilot 360 technologies are standard, such as pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, auto high beams, as well as optional content that includes adaptive cruise control with stop and go, blind spot information system, and lane keeping aid, to name a few. Okay, so I hope you'll agree. Maverick is like a product proposition like nothing else out there. Maverick truly is a truck for people that didn't even know they needed a truck. It's a great looking truck inside and out that can accommodate 5 adults very comfortably. And its overall footprint makes Maverick easy to maneuver in urban environments. Not only does the design capture built for tough qualities, but Maverick delivers on the brand promise with long-term durability, reliability, and capability. Pairing the versatility of our FlexBed pickup box with available payload and towing supports our customers' weekend excursions or knocking those DIY projects off on the weekend. Maverick becomes an industry first in terms of offering a standard full hybrid in a pickup that delivers outstanding fuel economy. And finally, Maverick offers a suite of practical, desirable technologies that matter most to our customers, and all of this at a starting price at less than $20,000. So the approach that we've shared with you tonight on how the Maverick team worked at a faster clock speed, utilized design thinking principles, and leveraged our flexible architecture doesn't stop here. You'll see this same approach and strategy applied to all of our products in the future. So to bring this evening to a close, I'd like to say thank you again to our SAE colleagues, to the team here at Huntington Place that have really helped us make this a safe and really a wonderful event, our suppliers that supported with displays, to Martin Rea, our social sponsor, and to the Ford leadership team that's here with their continued support. It's been great to see a fantastic turnout for the program tonight, and I certainly encourage all of you to come up and see us. If you've got any questions, we'll do our best to answer those. Otherwise, I wish everyone a fantastic rest of your evening, and certainly a safe travel back home. and